KNSFM, HD1 Columbus, The Fan. This is Spires Dublin Subaru High School Overtime. Your home for scores, recaps, and interviews with the top coaches. Here are your hosts, Lee Cochran and Ryan Baker.
No Lee Cochran tonight. The guru is on assignment. He's not here, but I got to tell you, we got the next best thing. It may even be just as good. My buddy, Jeff Tito Thidov, sitting to my right. Thanks for filling in, Tito. How are you on this Friday night?
I'm doing great, Baker. This brings back a lot of memories for me. I remember I spent so many football Friday nights at the Dispatch, with that mad rush of getting scores and putting things together, getting stats, doing write-ups, all those things. And it was such a rush. It was insane for like a few hours. And I got that vibe again tonight. It's good.
I don't even know how to explain it to people. I really don't.
Yeah.
And I'm a little crazy with all this stuff. I love high school football and I love the Friday nights. But I'm in here and I've got color-coded notes I'm writing down scores and I'm writing down what's happened in games. And it's I don't know. It's almost like a mad scientist. Not that I'm a scientist by any means.
Mad.
I'm just a dumb kid from Grove City, which good for my dogs tonight. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But it is just it is so fun. The guru, Lee Cochran, his daughter was in here last week watching the show, and she was like, "Seeing you guys."
Yeah.
I have no clue what's going on, but it makes all the more sense now when I hear you guys because I see what's going on.
Yep.
And it is so fun. Again, welcome to Byers Dublin Subaru's high school football overtime. Our game of the week tonight, Grove City beats Hilliard Bradley 34-14. And obviously, I'm a proud Grove City alum.
Yes, you are.
1999 is when I graduated. That next year, obviously, Grove City finished number one in the AP poll in the state of Ohio from the regular season. You talked about those years at the Dispatch. I mean, the 90s were the heydays for Grove City football. You had the early 90s with Lou Willard and Lee Struck. How about Lee's son Jake for Liberty right now?
That's crazy.
We'll talk about him. Brian Thomas, the Almonds. I mean, it was the great era of Grove City football. And then you rolled into the later 90s. You had the Doles and the Rittlingers. And then all the guys that I played with. Now their sons are on the team. Carson Welsh and Trace Price. I've watched those kids grow up. But Grove City is 3-0, Tito, for the first time since 2001. I almost vomited when I heard that tonight.
I heard that stat, and then you were going with some of the years they had, and I heard Neil talking about it too on the broadcast about some of these rough patches they've had recent years, things like that, and that's part that's hard for me to believe because I remember how great Grove City was, what a tradition they had back then. Talking about your days back then, I think it's a little bit insensitive of you to keep talking about your alma mater because we can't track my alma mater because Brookhaven's been closed for a while now. I can't sit here and wax poetic about how they're doing this year because they're not around.
Yeah, but I mean they've got a documentary made about them. DeHaven. Yes. I mean, Brookhaven, that was it.
Oh, we got Anthony Thornton from Brookhaven, coaches Mifflin. Steve Ayers from Brookhaven, he coaches at Beechcroft now, so they're still carrying on that Brookhaven legacy, though, from the sidelines now.
Mo Hall, the Gwynn brothers.
Yes. Dude, Terry Glenn, Marlon Carter, don't get me started.
It was so good.
June
back
Henley.
In the day. So good.
Yes.
Kansas's own June Henley afterwards. But Grove City, I love seeing that they're having this success right now. And this was a big win for them because this was kind of a swing game for them. This is one that at the beginning of the year you looked at and you thought could go either way. Now, Bradley, obviously, losing Flea Hardy from last year was huge. They're starting quite a few freshmen on this team. But Grove City lost Matt Pappas. Yeah. And a lot of people were like, that's one of the best quarterbacks they've had in a long time. He's down at OU right now. But I tried to tell everybody, Carson Welsh is pretty good.
Yeah.
He's the real deal. He can run it a little bit. He can throw it.
He's a dual threat
And he
guy,
had a little tough start tonight, but he really got in the rhythm of the game. And, man, Grove City really took over in that second quarter.
Yeah, they did. And that's the key on that. They had a bit of a shaky start there, but they calmed it down. They settled it down. I know, like playing with Temple and all that at Grove City, and they got it going and ended up dominating this game from that point on. So, but weather played a little part in some of these games tonight, too. I wasn't sure. I mean, there's a lot of ones that are still going on, obviously, because they have weather delays and whatnot. whatnot. But I was out there at Bradley for the start of that game, and they were able to get it in, fairly close on time, I think it was, but just the wind was a big factor out there.
About a 10-minute delay in the start of the game tonight for our game. Some games even went later. Yeah. So we've got some finals now, but we have a lot of games that are still going on. Some games in the southern part of the state actually being postponed until tomorrow. So we'll talk about all of that coming up. We are off and running. It is Byers Dublin Subaru's high school football overtime on 97.1 The Fan.
Matty Ice is currently bathing himself in creamy jalapeno dip. And I've officially run out of ways to tease this show. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.
The Fan.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. The people who refuse to make trade-offs in life. Like Kelly, when her old car insurance got so expensive that she couldn't afford to drive anymore, do you think she started carrying her groceries for miles? No. But she did find Direct Auto's savings that allowed her to drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25%, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a quote today at directauto.com. Savings based on applied discounts and will vary. Terms apply. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
From the mind of a 2-foot-tall talking spokes puppet comes this year's biggest challenge. It's time for Bob's Dare to Compare, the hottest game show on TV that asks, what happens when you compare Bob's to the competition? You get style. You get quality. You get beeps and boops and dings and whomps. And thousands of dollars in savings. Everyone's a winner when you dare to compare with Bob's Discount Furniture. Shop in store or at mybobs.com to play now.
This September, Diamonds Direct's ultimate offer is back, stronger than ever. Diamonds Direct helps you get the perfect jewelry gift with 0% interest. That's right, enjoy 5 years of 0% financing on any Diamonds Direct purchase. It's your chance to get her the perfect ring with 0 interest and comfortable monthly payments that fit your budget. But act fast. This offer ends September 30th. For details and more, visit diamondsdirect.com. Spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest on approved credit. Only at Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman here for Germain Honda of Dublin. So what's the difference? There are other Honda dealers around. Well, Rich Newsom and his team want to earn your trust. They don't expect it, and they earn it by giving you a great price, and then they back it up after the sale with same-day service, no appointment necessary, a great variety of brand-new Hondas, and hundreds of pre-owned certified Hondas to choose from, all at the same location. Identify yours at GermainHondaofDublin.com. Germain Honda of Dublin, Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu.
Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Hey guys, it's Timmy Hall, and American Nitro Smokin' Hot Wingin' Music Fest presented by Lowe's is back for year 2, and I'm so excited. We got the wing smoking competition that I'll be judging. Cold beer, food trucks, tons of wings, and a great cause. We're raising money for Ghosts of War, providing immediate assistance to veterans in need. So get your tickets at americannitro.com/wingfest. Free admission for all current and former military members. Brought to you by Lowe's, Columbus Chamber of Commerce, Dave & Buster's, Valpak of Central Ohio, Heidelberg Distributing, and more.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
whoa, my kid's got a serious backhand,
can lead to an even bigger question like,
tennis campus how much?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you to help you build a savings plan for expenses big and small so your money can make money. Mike, how's that sound?
Sounds like match point.
Sounds like love.
We could serve up tennis puns all day.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank member FDIC.
Oh no, this storm really did a number on my roof.
You need to get that fixed before it gets worse.
I know, but finding a good roofing company is like finding a needle in a haystack.
Actually, there's only one good roofing company you need to know. Nitro Roofing, family owned, specializing in residential roofing, and they finish the job quickly without cutting corners.
Wow, sounds like they're the real deal.
Absolutely. Call Nitro Roofing today. Use code TheFan10 for 10% off. Call 614-714-5693 or visit nitroroofing.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit LindsayHonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus, The Fan. From Picton Levittown to Marysville and everything in between. This is Byers Dublin Subaru High School Overtime on The Fan.
Welcome back in. Byers Dublin Subaru's high school football overtime. I am Ryan Baker. No, it is not the guru to the right of me tonight. It is Jeff Tito Thidoff, our buddy Jacob Reimer on the other side of the glass, doing all the good things, keeping us on the air. And we're joined now. He's one of the best. I don't know how else to call him. He's just one of the best. Best human, best sportscasters, best guys. It is Dom Taberry from 10 TV giving us a little taste of what we're going to see on 1st and 10 tonight. And Dommy, good night for your Stallions of DeSales. They get a 30. Let me pull it up. I want to get it right here.
They beat Afrocentric.
Yes, they did beat Afrocentric. 35-14.
Yeah.
Was the final in that one.
Yeah, I saw R.J. Day throw a real nice ball down the field. We'll have highlights of that game coming up tonight on 1st and 10. 10 games for you tonight, including our game of the week, the same game of the week for you guys, with Hilliard Bradley hosting Grove City and Grove City pulling it out. They kind of pulled away in, the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I mean, they started to pull away a little bit in the second quarter, hit their stride, but, yeah, they definitely in that second half just kind of took off. Dom, we were talking about this in the break, and you've obviously been in town your whole life. In the 90s, man, Grove City was one of the powers.
Oh, yeah.
And it's hard to believe how many down years they've had here recently, and this is the first time they've been 3-0 to start a season since 2001, and that is just baffling.
Well, the thing is, you're right, but you got to remember, too, there was only one school down there, and I think this is what happens when you add schools and you break up a district and, you got talent going to the other school and everything. But, you saw that happen in Worthington, too, when there was only one Worthington. And, I'm glad to see Grove City back. Coach Waits has them playing, and they're a fun football team to watch because they play a lot. They get a lot of plays in a game. They want to run it quick, and they spread it. And, I was impressed, though. Think about this. I was talking to Coach Laporta with Hilliard Bradley. He's got 6 true freshmen playing on the varsity. Starting.
And their quarterback's just a sophomore.
Yeah, think about it. So that team is talented. They're going to have some – they're that hard loss tonight. But he's got a young football team, and I think the future is very bright for that club too. And they'll get in the playoffs. They'll be fine. They'll bounce back. I mean, they had a big win the week before against a rival in Derby. And, tough loss tonight, but there's a lot of football to go, boys.
It's one of those teams, Bradley, that, they're building on their success of last year, obviously. Right. A great year for them last year. Lose a lot of talent, but the team that played tonight will look much different than the team that you see 5 or 6 weeks from now.
Yeah, the best thing about a freshman is when they become a sophomore, the best thing about a freshman that's starting is from game 3 when they get to game 7 and 8, they're not freshmen anymore because they're learning on the fly. I can't imagine. I mean, I don't know that I've ever heard of where you got 6 true freshmen playing on the varsity. That's amazing.
Not for a Division I school.
No.
And that's one of the things that we've kind of talked about all year. We've got some really good junior quarterbacks in Columbus right now. Carson Welsh, one of them for Grove City.
Right.
We've got a lot of really good sophomore quarterbacks that are playing, and you were used to that in the smaller schools, the West Jeffs, the Reedies, some of those schools, sometimes they'd have to play a freshman. But like Olentangy Orange, Levi Davis is a junior. He started since he was a freshman at quarterback, and that's just stuff you didn't see 20 years ago.
And the other thing is, it's like we've talked in the past. We are experiencing in Central Ohio boomtown.
Yeah.
I mean, it is crazy the way this area is growing. And, driving out to Bradley tonight to go to that game, just seeing all these big homes in the areas that was once farmland getting developed. And it's going all the way up to Plain City and all those areas that are getting developed now, and all the people that are moving to Central Ohio. I'll say it again. If you build a fence around the state of Ohio for the high school football, and Ohio State, Ryan Day can keep all the top talent in this state going to Ohio, because we're experiencing a boom again in Central Ohio and in the state of Ohio. I mean, this state's growing, and where some parts of the country are losing talent,
sure,
Ohio's gaining it.
Yeah,
and Ohio is gaining it fast. It's amazing how many good players are out there now, especially in Central Ohio.
We were talking in the first segment, Dom, about, we mentioned the Brookhaven, how like Anthony Thornton played for Brookhaven's now the head coach at Mifflin. Stephen Ayers used to play for Brookhaven, head coach at Beechcroft. You've had to come across so many different guys that you covered as players that are now coaching around Central Ohio. What's that like for you? And it's got to be a weird thing for you sometimes, isn't it?
It is, and it just goes to show that I've been doing this 43 years. And, you really makes me feel old.
What's that?
Is when guys that I covered at Ohio State, and they're long and gone, and then their kids play at Ohio State. I mean, Pepper Johnson and his kid's been long gone. I think, we could be having a third generation come through because that was, it's crazy. But, I don't feel like I've done it 43 years because I've enjoyed it and loved it so much, and it's been so much fun. But, 43 years doing the same gig,
I got that feeling watching some of the Watterson teams the past couple of years with Ryan Rudzinski and now the Belisari kids playing there. I really get that at Grove City when my classmates' kids are playing on the team now. That's a lot for me. So, Dommy, 1st and 10 tonight. You mentioned the Bradley Grove City game, the DeSales game, highlights of 10 games. When should we turn our TVs to 10 TV?
You should never take it off 10 TV.
It's a favorite.
I told you, my TV only gets one channel. So for you folks at home, just one channel, just channel 10. Just leave it on 10. But at 11 o'clock, we'll be on. Watch the first little bit of the news, and then we will be on with 1st and 10. 10 games, the best highlights in the game. We not only have the game of the week, your game of the week, our game of the week. We'll also have Derby in action. We've got DeSales. We've got some City League games, Franklin Heights and Briggs. And I guess Briggs won big in that one. So,
Franklin Heights was off to a good start, too.
Oh, yeah. So keep it on 10 TV and 97.1 The Fan for all your coverage needs when it comes to high school football and the Buckeyes.
That's right. We'll tell you what happens in the games. You guys will show us. It's a perfect tag team.
You will paint the perfect picture with words, and then we'll show you.
We're like the Hart Foundation. We're a great tag team. Hey, you better get out there and get Adam King in line.
I'm going
Get him ready for 1st and 10.
The man has the best hair in showbiz. Him and Timmy Hall. I don't know. I mean, they both put a little product in their hair, don't they?
Tim's a toupee. People don't know that. Tim's a toupee, yeah.
Because he was telling me he was putting dippity-doo, and you're old enough to remember dippity-doo. That's what he's putting in his hair.
I remember crew comb. I don't know if I remember dippity-doo.
Yeah.
I tell you what, your old buddy Bo Bishop may argue with that on the best hair in the business.
That's true.
Why, Bo's got
Bo's got some nice locks.
Not like those two guys. Those guys are Johnny Bravo 1 and 2.
All right, make sure you guys have your TV on 10 TV right now. Get ready for 1st and 10 coming up here at about 11:15 tonight. Tito, let's go ahead and run through some of these scores because we do have finals. A lot of the City League teams played last night. South, they fall to 0-3. They lose to Dayton Belmont 18-17. West improves to 2-1, 47-12. They beat Millersport. East is also now 2-1. They shut out Toledo Scott 32-0. Of course, our game of the week right here tonight. 34-14, Grove City knocks off Hilliard Bradley. Aiden McKinstry, the running back for Grove City, he's been really good this year, 3 touchdowns. Carson Welsh throws 2 through the air.
Yeah, and you go down Double Soda, they got their first win of the year. They beat Thomas Worthington 35-9. Both those teams were 0-2 heading in. Olentangy Liberty remains unbeaten with a 31-0 win over Gahanna. Gahanna falls to 1-2. Lancaster goes to 2-1 with a 28-14 win over winless Marysville. Bellefontaine over Westfield Central 29-7.
And I've a little birdie telling me.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Tavion St. Clair in week 6 might be on these airwaves. It might be our game of the week.
Huge.
Westerville North, they fall to Watterson 41-6. We talked a little bit about Drew Bellisari. How about some of these numbers for him tonight? He's the quarterback. 16-yard touchdown run, 92-yard touchdown run. He also throws touchdown passes of 24 yards to Zach Weber, 48 yards to Cal Mangini. Zach Weber, the other touchdown there. Westerville North, scored in the third quarter. That was the first points Watterson has given up all season. Olentangy 27-14. They hand Westerville South their first loss of the year. Newark 35-15. They beat Zanesville. It's the first time Newark has been 3-0 since 2016, and Westland improves to 2-1 with a 46-17 win over Central Crossing.
You look at there's not a lot of undefeated matchups this week, which is surprising just being week 3. Harvest Prep's got a 12-10 lead last time I checked it at halftime over Ashland Paul Blazer out of Kentucky. We have the DeSales over Centric 35-14. Hartley defeats Dayton Chaminade Julienne 49-23. Hartley improves to 2-1 on the season. St. Charles stays unbeaten 38-14. They go to 3-0. Knocked off Independence from the City League.
Rough night for Buckeye Valley. They lose to River Valley 34-7. In double overtime, Grandview beats Northridge 17-14. It's the first time Grandview has been 3-0 since the 2019 season. You mentioned those matchups of teams that were 2-0. We had one of them out in the Licking County League. Granville knocks off Johnstown 48-12. West Jefferson gets their first win of the year. They beat Madison Plains by a score of 28-21. That is all the finals that we have right now. We can tell you the big battle of Pickerington. North has a 38-27 lead. 3 minutes left to go in the game, so we'll make sure we keep you up to date on that one. Tito, you mentioned that Olentangy Liberty score.
Yep.
31-0. They beat Gahanna. Most people thought Gahanna, even though they lost Dior Hubbard, was still the best team in the area coming up to this year. Then they have the tough loss to Groveport last week.
Right.
A holding penalty in the end zone for a safety, and they lose 8-7.
Yeah,
I was one of the people that was high on this Liberty team for this reason. They have got a group of seniors that for the most part have started since they were sophomores. Andrew Leonard, the quarterback, Jake Struck. We talked about Lee Struck. He was a great player for Grove City back in the early 90s. Then he went on to Toledo. Jake is his son. Liberty just smacked Gahanna tonight, 31-0.
That was surprised me. I'm not surprised Liberty won, but I'm surprised it was that big of a route, though, because, yeah, you're right. Gahanna was supposed to be pretty damn good coming into this year. And they still have time to turn it around, obviously. They just fall to 1-2. Lots of time left. And with the way the playoff format obviously is set up, they've got plenty of opportunities there to make that ground up. Yeah, Liberty, you can't beat the veteran. If you have that kind of those seniors who had success there, and you got that many there right now, that's a huge advantage.
It's just amazing. We mentioned Andrew Leonard and Jake Struck. Yep. They hooked up twice for touchdowns tonight on a 35-yard touchdown or 34-yard touchdown pass and a 25-yard touchdown pass. We will talk to their head coach, John Sansbury, coming up next. It is Byers Dublin Subaru's high school football overtime, 97.1 The Fan.
If you miss a live show, you can catch the podcast. If you miss the podcast, our hosts have volunteered to have dinner with you.
Ma, the meatloaf!
The Fan.
There's something about country music that's just so easy. Like a Bud Light. Simple stories, soulful melodies, and lyrics that refer to drinking a Bud Light in the sun. So keep it easy. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Bud Light. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Does our waiter look familiar?
I think he was the Plum Insurance mascot.
If all insurance companies were like NJM and didn't use gimmicks, then their mascots would have to get real jobs.
That explains the long purple hair in my soup.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you need a new roof but you're not sure you can afford it, no problem. Right now, Able Roof is offering no payments, no interest until 2026 for qualified buyers. Yep, that's the same Able Roof that's been voted the #1 roofing company in Columbus by Consumer Choice Awards 22 years in a row. Want more? Able Roof will give you up to $1,000 off a new roof, siding, or windows. This is a limited time offer, so call Able Roof today.
Call Able for the proof. 444 Roof.
At Kroger Pharmacy, CARE is making it easy to get vaccinated.
CARE is helping you stay protected from flu, COVID, and RSV. Seasonal vaccines are available 7 days a week with evening hours. CARE is giving you a shot at staying healthy this season. Walk in whenever is best and get multiple vaccines in one visit at your local Kroger pharmacy. So come and get the protection you need while protecting those around you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Visit Kroger.com/vaccines for more. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See site for details.
If my buttery smooth voice represents the photos in your social media feed,
and this is closer to what real life is like. Social media can be fun, but remember, it's only showing you
the filtered version of life. So when social media is stressing you out, check in on yourself and remember, it's not the whole story. For more tips on reducing your stress, go to mha.ohio.gov/check-in. A message from the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services.
August may seem like the end of summer. It also means the beginning of a lot of things, like back to school, festivals, football. At Buckeye Lake Marina, it means the August savings days are upon us. Get huge discounts on all of the new and used boats that they didn't sell. Every pontoon, tri-toon, sport boats, even fishing boats are ready for you. Save thousands on demo models that have been used all summer to show off amazing features. Some have never even been in the water. Take advantage of the August savings days at Buckeye Lake Marina. Their summer hours continue through the entire month of August. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for details.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Hey friends, Brandon Beam here for Truehold. Home values in the city, well, they're sky high. We know that. You have a ton of equity. Your financial advisor thinks the market is peaked. So if you're thinking about selling, it's the right time. Except for two things. High interest rates are going to burn you on a new home loan, and you're not ready to move. Savvy financial advisors suggest Truehold's new Sell and Stay program. It's ingenious because they buy your home now while its value is high, but you can stay in your home as long as you want with an easy, affordable lease. Pretty smart, right? Truehold is going to make you a solid cash offer, not a lowball offer like the others, and it's based on your home's current value. The cash is yours to travel, pay off bills, secure your retirement, and do whatever you want with it. It's your cash. And again, you can stay in your home with a comfortable lease. Truehold covers property taxes, insurance, and maintenance. See how much Truehold will pay for your home today. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's value without moving. Again, that's Truehold.com.
Did you and your family lose Ohio Medicaid and need health coverage? Check this out. You may be eligible to enroll in a low-cost health plan at healthcare.gov. With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov offers quality plans that cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey everybody, it's Austin Ward. Most goals we set for ourselves have a pretty clear course. My family wants a trip to Disney World. So you read a couple of reviews, talk to a few friends, save up some money, and then you book it. There's maybe a couple of choices along the way, but overall, it's a clear course to reach your goal. Now, what if your goal is to lose 40 or 50 pounds? Where's the clear path there? You read reviews, talk with a few friends, and try something out. When it doesn't work, you're disappointed. We've all been there, and it sucks. Know what I say? Stop trying and do what I did. Start doing. Reach your goal with Awaken 180. It's a clear course to success without the disappointment. No guesswork, no trial and error, and no medication side effects. I'm proof. I dropped 55 pounds with my first go at it, and it was simple. A word I never associated with weight loss, except now when referring to Awaken 180. Choose the simple, clear course to success with the solution for weight loss. Awaken180weightloss.com.
When severe weather strikes, seconds count. That's why you need advance warning from 10 Weather Impact. When we say advance warning, that means you'll know when storms will hit and how long they will last, how they could impact you and your family, what you need to be prepared. You'll know all of it ahead of time. When it's coming, the impact, and what you need to know. All from 10 Weather Impact.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Barron. Scattered showers and storms expected this evening. Some could be strong, so make sure you're staying weather aware. Temperature will move from the 80s to the mid-50s overnight. We'll look for temperatures that only reach a high near 70 as sunshine returns for Saturday. Lower humidity, very comfortable. Temperatures will be in the mid-70s with more sunshine as we head towards Sunday with 80s back by next week. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens.
Friday nights mean high school football in Ohio. This is Byers Dublin Subaru High School Overtime on The Fan.
Week 3 high school football season not in the books yet because the weather has wreaked a little havoc tonight. We had some games starting later in the evening, some going off as late as 8 o'clock, even some games in southern Ohio. Getting the kibosh put on them until tomorrow. I am Ryan Baker. He is Jeff Tito Thidov. We're looking at the TV right now, Tito, in the Pickerington North, Pickerington Central game. It looks like has gone final 38 to 27, the final score in that one. How about Michael Taylor? We're looking at some of his highlights. 370 total yards and 4 touchdowns.
Wow. That's a game right there.
Last week, they played Grandville out of Michigan.
Right.
It was Taylor's birthday last Friday, and he had 4 rushing touchdowns on the night last week. So 8 TDs in the last 2 weeks. That's decent.
And he's headed to OU, you said, right?
Yeah, he is an OU commit. You keep doing this, that could change. I guess
it could go to the other OU. It could go to Oklahoma University.
It has not gone final, actually. There's a minute left here, and in Pickerington North has the ball. So it looks like this will be final here in just moments. We know what has gone final. That is Olentangy Liberty. They are 3-0 on the season, 31-0. They beat Gahanna Lincoln tonight. Their head coach, John Sansbury, joins us now on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. And, Coach, you guys have had a heck of a start to your season. I think some people in Central Ohio are a little surprised. I was not, because you have a heck of a senior class, guys that have played for 3 years now. A lot of your seniors started as sophomores. Talk a little bit about your senior group and their leadership and what they mean to this Patriots team. I think we lost Coach Sansbury there for a minute. We'll effort getting him back. But again, we mentioned Jake Struck, 2 touchdown catches tonight from Andrew Leonard. Those 2 of those groups of kids that started as sophomores, and they were the real deal here. You know, you started as a sophomore.
Yeah. You've
played a lot of football to now. You're a very experienced player.
It looks like we may have Coach Sansbury back.
Okay, Coach. We got you.
All right.
Efforting Coach Sansbury.
Okay, I was with Coach Sansbury, and the thing that's also impressive about what he had to do there is he comes in and replaces Steve Hale. Had a lot of success there and did a great job. And so having to do that, having obviously veteran players like that, you've got guys that played under the former regime that are now back. And so that's a big deal as well. That's a huge advantage for them. Gahanna's a good football team. They're a quality team. They got a lot of talent on that team. And to be able to beat them by 31-0, shut them out, hold them out of the end zone altogether, that's pretty impressive. And, you know, that's a testament to the defensive scheme and curious to hear what Coach Sansbury has to say about that.
Jacob, we got him now? Okay, we're good to go. Coach, we're just talking about your senior class and how much football they played. A lot of those guys started as sophomores. How much do those guys mean to your team right now, their leadership, their experience, all of it?
Yeah, you nailed all of it right there. We have 31 seniors who love football, love each other, and have a lot of experience, both from last year and their sophomore year. And they've worked extremely hard this offseason and are starting to see some of the benefits. So, it starts with our quarterback, Andrew Leonard. He's a 2-year captain, running the show there. He's our hardest worker, team first guy. And I'm glad he's on our team. I would pick Andrew Leonard amongst all the quarterbacks. That's how much we love him and love what he's doing.
Gahanna, I mentioned before, Gahanna's a pretty good team. You guys played there, and you guys shut him out 31-0 there. And defensively, what worked for you so well that you're able to keep Gahanna at bay?
Well, our defense, again, we've got about 7 or 8 returning starters, led by our middle linebacker, Austin Stamp, who's a senior. And these guys they don't really care who gets the credit. They play together. They don't care who makes the tackles. They just want to do their job, and they play extremely hard. And we've got a lot of good football players on the defensive side, and our defensive coaches have been outstanding this year and really motivating our guys and getting them to play hard and just buy into what they're teaching them.
Coach Jake Struck, I want to talk about him a little bit. He's a guy that's been a running back for you. I believe he's playing maybe a little more of a receiver role this year for you guys. His dad was a versatile player for Grove City. I know he's a lacrosse commit for Ohio State. He's also a great hockey player. Just talk about this kid's athletic ability and his versatility.
Yeah, phenomenal athlete. I think I've been here 16 years. I think he's the best football player I've ever coached. And he's an even better lacrosse player. And so, we're using him in receiver, split all the way out, slot. We have him taking direct snaps at QB. We've had him throw the ball on halfback passes and then, can still run the ball, obviously, there, just to kind of spread him around and get him the ball and make defenses really have to kind of decide what they're going to do. And, he's a special player, that's for sure. And it's great to see him having a good start.
Olentangy Liberty head coach John Sansbury joins us here on the Bryant Heating and Cooling System fan guest hotline, fresh off a 31-0 win over Gahanna. First 3 games, 3-0, outscored the opponents 83-13. But I want you to tell me something you guys have to improve on.
Oh, we still got plenty to improve on. Trust me, we were humbled last year for sure, and so these guys are very hungry. And I tell you what, our schedule is extremely difficult. Every team on our schedule is a good football team, so we have to be ready. But we got plenty of things to do. Fundamentals, blocking, tackling, catching the football. We've got plenty to work on there, tackling in space, and that's what we've tried to make a focus this year because fundamentals travel, and they're going to be used all the time in every game. So, we got some things in special teams to clean up a little bit. Had some miscommunication on offense, and so we got plenty to do, and these guys know that. They hear me say growth mindset about 50 times a day, and so we're always trying to get better, that's for sure.
Coach, this is your second year now as the head man of the program, taking over after Steve Hale, who had been the only coach ever at Liberty, ended up stepping down. You go into that role. What did you learn last year, and how have you become a better coach here in year 2?
Man, learned a ton, that's for sure. It's definitely not as easy as it looks, that's for sure. I learned that one the hard way. But I think just, letting my coaches coach, just trying to be kind of a manager of the whole team, and stepping away from some of the specifics as much is kind of the biggest thing I've learned. We got a great coaching staff. I'll put our coaching staff up against anyone in the state of Ohio, our assistant coaches that just care about kids and really know football. And so just kind of letting them coach, staying out of their way and helping wherever I can. That was probably the biggest thing I learned. And also just, we got really good players, put them in positions that they can make plays and then step back and watch them do it.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the great 3-0 start here so far. Good luck next week when you guys have the big rivalry game against Berlin.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
He's the head coach of Olentangy Liberty, John Sansbury, joining us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Tito, Dom talked about the growth in Central Ohio.
Yeah.
I don't think that's any more shown than Olentangy with 4 schools now. A 5th is on the books and maybe a 6th by 2035. They're all good, too. Berlin, I think, is going to 2-1 tonight. Orange is 3-0. They just went final. They beat Darby 36-17. And Olentangy's only loss is to Liberty. They can all play football.
They're all good. In some districts, you'll see, when they splinter like they did with Grove City, you'll see some struggles there. Not in Olentangy. Those are all damn good programs that are not showing any sign of weaknesses.
Berlin Liberty, that's going to be a heck of a game next week. Join the fan live on campus tomorrow as the Buckeyes face Western Michigan. We're tailgating at the Ozone on Lay beginning at 3:30. Admission is free. You'll hear our guys Timmy Hall and Dane Sanzenbacher on the stage announcements. Music from the fabulous Johnson brothers as well. The Fan at the Ozone on Lane is sponsored by your Central Central Ohio Ford dealers, Hollywood Casino, Michelob Ultra, Jack Daniels, Pepsi, TNT Equipment, and Tito's Handmade Vodka. Our game of the week tonight, Grove City improves to 3-0. They beat Hilliard Bradley 34-14. Their head coach, Greg Waits, joins us next. It's Byers Dublin Subaru's high school football overtime on the Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone are idiots. You should listen to them anyway.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
The Fan, Ohio's idiot destination.
I've been playing sports all my life. Little football, basketball, pickleball, cross training, mud events, Spartan races and things like that.
For Dr. Eric Williams, a successful chiropractor, staying active means everything. So when nagging knee pain slowed him down, he didn't want drugs or invasive surgery. He found a natural way to get lasting relief. QC Kinetics Cellular Therapies.
We're using my body's natural abilities to get better. And that's huge. In time, that's going to be the way of the future. Using your own body's ability to heal. Now I can play day to day and not have that severe pain.
Now he's back out there doing what he loves, thanks to QC Kinetics.
Life is good. You're not going to slow me down.
Leave the pain behind and get moving. Book your free consultation today with QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. As a business owner in today's economy, it's your job to anticipate constant market changes. But what do you do in the event of a divorce? Your assets and finances are scrutinized. Years of hard work building a business are on the line. This is not business as usual. You need an experienced partner you can count on for help. We're Cordell & Cordell.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island. This season on Nada Yada Island.
You were charging your phone? I waited hours for you.
Oh, that's how long it takes.
Join Metro and get a free Motorola Edge that'll charge for the day in 15 minutes. At Metro, there's no activation fees. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Bring your number ID and sign up for Metro Flex Plus plan. Offer not available if at T-Mobile or have been with Metro in the past 180 days. Requires 68-watt charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary.
At Kroger Pharmacy, CARE is making it easy to get vaccinated. CARE is helping you stay protected from flu, COVID, and RSV. Seasonal vaccines are available 7 days a week with evening hours. CARE is giving you a shot at staying healthy this season. Walk in whenever is best and get multiple vaccines in one visit at your local Kroger Pharmacy. So come and get the protection you need while protecting those around you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Visit Kroger.com/vaccines for more. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See site for details.
Football season is here, and we have so much stuff, and one station isn't enough. Find even more Pigskin on ESPN Columbus.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2, or listen on the Fan app.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
Hey, it's Chaps. Mike, who lost 40 pounds with Awaken 180. He was in the same position I was in. Most likely you were in. Confused.
I spent so much money on personal trainers in the last 10 years. Didn't have a lot of discretionary income left. So I tried to listen to everybody else. What do you eat? Everyone said, eat healthy. Define eating healthy. Cut out sugar. Tell me what foods don't have sugar. So their process to me was an education. That was really the eye-opening thing to me is I had 10 choices of food in front of me every day. When I was on the run in sales, I was making 8 bad choices. I wasn't eating the 2 good ones. And I loved the 2 good ones. I just didn't know they were good. So I made bad choices every single day. In the program, an Awaken 180, really changed my mind, opened my eyes up to, it was a true education on food, what to eat, what not to eat, and it's been fantastic.
Knowing what to eat, the ability to navigate nutrition labels, a proven clear path for weight loss, exactly what you will receive with Awaken 180. Leave confusion at the door and do what we did. Awaken180weightloss.com. That's Awaken180weightloss.com.
This September, Diamonds Direct's ultimate offer is back, stronger than ever. Diamonds Direct helps you get the perfect jewelry gift with 0% interest. That's right. Enjoy 5 years of 0% financing on any Diamonds Direct Direct purchase. It's your chance to get her the perfect ring with 0 interest and comfortable monthly payments that fit your budget. But act fast. This offer ends September 30th. For details and more, visit DiamondsDirect.com. Spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest on approved credit. Only at Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Hey guys, it's Timmy Hall, and American Nitro Smokin' Hot Wing and Music Fest presented by Lowe's is back for year 2, and I'm so excited. We got the wing smoking competition that I'll be judging, cold beer, food trucks, tons of wings, and a great cause. We're raising money for Ghosts of War, providing immediate assistance to veterans in need. So get your tickets at AmericanNitro.com/wingfest. Free admission for all current and former military members. Brought to you by Lowe's, Columbus Chamber of Commerce, Dave & Buster's, Valpak of Central Ohio, Heidelberg Distributing, and more.
Our clients deserve for us to care, and they deserve to feel serviced. They have questions, and they deserve answers. We're counselors first because I'm not selling them anything. I'm trying to teach clients how to protect themselves. At Curtis & Associates, we're personal injury attorneys. We've helped and continue to help hundreds and hundreds of clients every year. That's important to us. If you've been injured in an accident and it's not your fault, call now. 614-GOT-HURT. That's 614-GOT-HURT. Curtis & Associates. Attorneys who care.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
My furnace just went out.
Ma'am, have no fear. Dormar is here. We can get that furnace fixed fast.
Dormar, you guys are the best.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Delaware County Veterans Services invites you to visit the Wall That Heals from September 12th through the 15th at Havner Park in Liberty Township. Pay homage to those that have served in the Vietnam War. The Wall That Heals is free and open to the public. To learn more, please visit thewallthathealsohio.com.
Brian Baker knows more about high school football than anyone. Except Lee Cochran. This is Spires Dublin Subaru High School Overtime on The Fan.
Welcome back in. Byers Dublin Subaru's high school football overtime. The Browns are back, and this season you can now stream the games right here in Columbus. Listen every Sunday at 971thefan.com or the Fan app, only available in the Columbus area from the home of the Browns in Central Ohio, 97.1. The Fan. Tito in the break there. Again, some games got pushed back tonight because of the rain that came through early tonight in Central Ohio. So we've been getting finals as we go throughout the night. We talked about this one last segment, but Olentangy Orange has beaten Hilliard Derby 36-17. Upper Arlington, your Golden Bears, Tito, 28-13. They beat Reynoldsburg. 2 defensive touchdowns for Reynoldsburg in this, by the way. So the Upper Arlington defense was pretty good.
Well, they've had a great showing so far in all 3 games. And what they lost to Ignatius was 6-0 in that game. The first game, not Ignatius.
And they didn't.
It was Glenville.
And that was a punt return, kick return for a touchdown. So another one here that we've got tonight. Maple Heights has beaten Linden McKinley 24-0. Hamilton Township 34-0 over Centennial. And I believe that's all of the new finals.
It's all fractured right now, though, because of the weather is screwing all the. We don't have like a solid list yet.
Yeah, we don't know for sure. We still got them coming in, so we're trying to get all those to you as we can. Of course, we know the game that was right here on the Fan tonight. It is over. Because we're on. Grove City knocks off Hilliard Bradley 34-13. Their head coach, Greg Waits, joins us now on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Coach Waits, I'm a proud Grove City grad, so I love to see you guys 3-0 right now. Congratulations on the hot start. Coach, you've been involved with the Grove City football program since 1999. This is the first time Grove City's been 3-0 since 2001. That stat took me aback tonight. Is that something that you guys talked about with the team at all, or were you just focused on each game right now?
No, we're focused on each and every game. Every game we play, is a big game for us. It doesn't matter who we're playing, when it is, at home, away. It's a big game for us. And all this stuff started on December 5th. When we started back in the weight room with this new set of crew, we lost some great seniors off of last year's team, and we weren't sure until we saw them in the weight room. I mean, starting December 5th was when all this stuff turned for us, and you could just see it in these kids' eyes and how motivated they were to be great in the weight room, so they'd be great on the field.
Hey, Greg, you don't have to tell your players all about this because I'm just telling you, Baker had to shut up about it since I got in here tonight. He keeps telling me he keeps reminding me that you guys are 3-0. But as far as your offensive philosophy and the way you play, coming up tempo, trying all those as many plays you can run and that type of thing with that offense. Is that something that other teams have a really hard time adjusting to? I know that you see a lot in the college and pro game, but when you get to the high school level like this, do you find that it's a big advantage or just the way you feel most comfortable running the offense?
No, I think it is an advantage, because we got to find ways to maybe to win games, and our big thing offensively is we're a tempo team, and we want to get it, and we want to go, we want to snap that ball. When they mark it, we want to have that thing snap within 7 to 10 seconds every play. And I do believe, like other teams that when you play us, or your JV guys or your scout team guys are going to be able to emulate what we're doing. And because we go so fast, and one of our things, I just think we wear down defensive lines, and we wear defensive people down with this tempo, and I hope it is. I mean, that's our philosophy. That's what we're going to try to do and keep doing. But like tonight, I think it just looked like a little bit like Bradley was having a tough time, some of the defensive linemen getting set when we're snapping the ball there after the first quarter. The first quarter, we weren't very good. But the tempo got going, and we got going things in the right direction.
We always talk about offense first, but your defense was very good tonight. Some big turnovers that you guys forced, held a Bradley offense in check. Talk a little bit about that side of the ball, Coach.
Yeah, because obviously we were concerned coming in this game because we got a lot of respect for Mike Laparo and the things they do at Bradley. We think they do things the right way there, and we knew they had a sophomore quarterback, but hey, this kid played one of the biggest games of the season last year for him, in the finals and the playoffs. So we knew we had our work cut out for us, and that kid's going to be really, really good. He throws a really nice ball, and I'm so proud of our defensive kids because our kids we got a bunch of blue collar workers. They come in, punch the clock every day, and just go and try to out physical people every Friday on the defensive side of the ball. And I thought our kids did a good job doing that tonight.
Greg, defensively, now when you go through practice week and everything, prepare for teams. I know you have a scout team and whatnot, but you can't. Your offense is not going to be the offense your defense faces very often. Is that a challenge for you, or is it with the scout team? Does it all end up balancing out?
No, it is a challenge for us because of what we do, and other teams just don't do this. So obviously, we have our scout team. Our scout team's got to do a great job for us every week because our first team offense is not going to be able to emulate all that stuff against our number one. So yeah, I do think it's a big issue, but we try to address it. And Chris Farbizo, our defensive coordinator, does a great job. He has our kids prepared every single Friday.
Coach, before we let you go, I got to ask you, and you've had a lot of guys contribute to this team so far. Obviously, Aiden McKinstry has been huge, your running back. But your quarterback, Carson Welsh, and then safety, Trace Price. Those are two kids I've kind of watched grow up because I graduated high school with their dads. Talk a little bit about their progression here. Both of them, their first year as starters, but they have come up huge so far.
Carson Welsh, one thing about the kid, I coach the quarterbacks. So, I work these guys to death. I just push them so hard. And sometimes Carson looks at me in practice, sometimes like, this guy's crazy, man, because, we push him to the limit. And Carson has answered the bell every single time in practices, in games. And he's just a tough kid. He's a good runner, and he's got an electric arm. I'm telling you, he's got a great arm, and he's very accurate. And the wind affected us a little bit in the first quarter tonight, a little bit. But Carson has done an outstanding job, and I'll tell you, he's going to be big time. He's going to be really big time. And Trace Price is a sophomore back here playing safety for us, and I'll tell you, that kid's tough as nails. He'll go get balls, he'll come up and hit you, and he'll light you up. And and those two kids have just really risen to the occasion for us, and we're glad they have.
Coach, congratulations on the win tonight in the 3-0 start. Good luck the rest of the way to you and the Dogs.
Hey, I appreciate you guys covering us. Thank you very much.
He's the head coach of Grove City.
Now, you're not doing it right.
What's that?
He's head coach. You wanted to say he's head coach of the 3-0 Grove. You wanted to say 3-0 again. I know you did.
No, you told me I said it too much.
No, but you're gonna. No, you say it. You said it off the air a lot.
Said away.
No, you could say it. I think that's a new team name for you for the next week. Right. 3-0 Grove City.
Grove City head coach Greg Waits joining us on the Bryan Heating and Cooling System Fans Guest Hotline. I got yelled at by Lee a couple weeks ago.
Why is that?
Because I called them the Greyhounds.
Right.
But we all know they're the Dogs.
They're the Dogs. When
they're in football, they got the Dogs on the helmet. Yes, they're ready to go. Hey, we got two finals just now. Taze Valley has beaten Watkins Memorial tonight 35-12. Licking Valley throws a 3-yard touchdown pass with 7 seconds left. They come from behind and beat Reedy by a score score of 20-14. We are going to take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll give you the scores one more time, and we'll wrap up the show. It's Byers Dublin Subaru's high school football overtime on The Fan.
We know everything about you. We know you love the Buckeyes. We know you love the Jackets. We know you're wearing a red shirt. Just freak the hell out of someone. The Fan.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Check out this fresh deal on ground beef. 80% lean ground beef in 3-pound packages is only $3.99 a pound with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
When you travel, they always say, get a room with a view. And there's no better way to travel than in a roomy new Toyota. Like the family-size Highlander with room for up to 8. Now through September 30th, you can lease a Highlander XLE all-wheel drive for $489 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Ben Sattler, Assistant Vice President, Commercial Lending, on what makes First Bank of Central Ohio successful.
What we do as a community bank is really, listening to, that company, finding the solutions that best need their business and is not just a universal product that you could get anywhere else.
Experience what it's like to be first at First Bank of Central Ohio. Visit fbcentralohio.com for more details. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you need a new roof, but you're not sure you can afford it, no problem. Right now, Able Roof is offering no payments, no interest until 2026 for qualified buyers. Yep, that's the same Able Roof that's been voted the #1 roofing company in Columbus by Consumer Choice Awards 22 years in a row. Want more? Able Roof will give you up to $1,000 off a new roof, siding, or windows. This is a limited time offer, so call Able Roof today.
Call Able for the proof. 444 Roof.
When severe weather strikes, seconds count. That's why you need advance warning from 10 Weather Impact. When we say advance warning, that means you'll know when storms will hit and how long they will last, how they could impact you and your family, what you need to be prepared, and you'll know all of it ahead of time. When it's coming, the impact, and what you need to know. All from 10 Weather Impact.
Here at The Fan, we give you 14 hours of live and local programming every day. We care about you. We live and work in your community, except Bo Bishop. He won't tell us where the hell he is. Your live and local station, except Bo. The Fan.
Your local Rite Aid might be closing, but don't worry. It's easy to transfer your prescriptions with GoodRx. First, check prices at GoodRx.com or on our app. Then show your coupon to the pharmacist. It's that simple. GoodRx can save you up to 80% on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, GoodRx is free, and it works whether you have insurance or not. Download the app or visit GoodRx.com today. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Use your own body's healing properties to revitalize your achy joints and get you real lasting pain relief? That sounds amazing. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. I'm talking about advanced regenerative medicine. And if you're tired of arthritic pain in your knees, hips, back, or shoulders, I've had it before. I've had it in my knee. I went and saw the professionals, the experts at QC Kinetics. They're the leaders in regenerative medicine. Guess what? There's no surgery, there's no drugs, there's no downtime. And my dad did it as well. The local medical professionals at QC Kinetics are experts in these amazing treatments. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in this exciting breakthrough using cellular therapies. They've got tens of thousands satisfied patients just like me. So I'm back to running again. My dad is back to walking again. They've got locations conveniently located in Dublin, Dublin, and Gahanna. So go check them out by going to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
They're trained. They're prepared.
Let's do it.
They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey friends, Brandon Beam here for TrueHold. Home values in the city, well, they're sky high. We know that. You have a ton of equity. Your financial advisor thinks the market has peaked. So if you're thinking about selling, it's the right time, except for two things. High interest rates are going to burn you on a new home loan, and you're not ready to move. Savvy financial advisors suggest TrueHold's new Sell and Stay program. It's ingenious because they buy your home now while its value is high, but you can stay in your home as long as you want with an easy, affordable lease. Pretty smart, right? TrueHold is going to make you a solid cash offer, not a lowball offer like the others, and it's based on your home's current value. The cash is yours to travel, pay off bills, secure your retirement, and do whatever you want with it. It's your cash. And again, you can stay in your home with a comfortable lease. TrueHold covers property taxes, insurance, and maintenance. See how much TrueHold will pay for your home today. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit TrueHold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's value without moving. Again, that's TrueHold.com.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
This show gets you so close to high school football, you can smell the sticky shoulder pads. It's Byers Dublin Subaru High School Overtime on The Fan.
Final segment of Byers Dublin Subaru's High School Football Overtime. Tito, let's fly through these scores. Last night we got underway in the City League. South falls to 0-3. They lose to Dayton Belmont 18-17. West 47-12 winners over Millersport. East beats Toledo Scott 32-zip. Grove City 34-14 winners over Hilliard Bradley. Dublin Kaufman falls to St. Ignatius 35-21. Delaware's 3-0. They beat Mount Vernon 35-0. Hilliard Davidson 45-14 winners over Dublin Jerome. Dublin Scioto gets their first win of the year, 35-9 over Thomas Worthington. Olentangy Liberty hammers Gahanna 31-0. Maybe the shocker of the night, Big Walnut beats Groveport 24-13. Lancaster doubles up Marysville 28-14. Olentangy Berlin knocks off New Albany 40-14. And Olentangy Orange improves to 3-0 with a 36-17 win over Darby.
Pickerington North knocks off Pickerington Central 38-27. UA Upper Arlington over Reynoldsburg 28-13. Bell Fountain 29. Westerville Central 7. Watterson defeats Westerville North 41-6. Olentangy over Westerville South 27-14. First loss for Westerville South there. Newark stays unbeaten. They defeat Zanesville 35-15. Their first 3-0 start since 2016. Westland 46. Central Crossing 17. First win ever for Westland over Central Crossing. Canal Winchester defeats previously undefeated Worthington Kilbourne 31-7. It's Tays Valley 35. Watkins Memorial 12. That Harvest Prep Ashland Kentucky Paul Blazer high school game 12-10 still in the third quarter. And that one DeSales defeats Africentric 35-14 in that game. Hartley over Dayton Chaminade Julienne 49-23, and St. Charles stays unbeaten with a 38-14 victory over Independence.
Licking Valley 20-14 over Reedy. River Valley 34, Buckeye Valley 7. In double overtime, Grandview gets by Northridge 17-14. Briggs 44-8 over Franklin Heights, 34-0. Hamilton Township shuts down Centennial. Linden McKinley gets beat 24-0. Marion Franklin falls 49-21 to Holy Name. 44-12 Walnut Ridge over Beechcroft. And Dayton Carroll knocks off Northland 23-14.
Mount Gilead defeats Grove City Christian 32-13. Grove City Christian's first loss of the year. Mount Gilead improves to 2-1. Also, we have Circleville staying unbeaten with a 33-6 win over Westfall. Granville defeats Johnstown 48-12 in a battle of the unbeatens there. And Licking Heights over Thornville Sheridan 27-7. First win of the year for Licking Heights.
Tito, it was fun. We've only got about 30 seconds left. I'm going to be glad to hear you next week on the call of the Dublin Kaufman Pickerington North game, which is our game of the week.
Should be fun, Ken. I think it's me and DeVere on that game. Should be a lot of fun. fun next week.
Should be a blast. Thanks to John Sansbury of Olentangy Liberty and Greg Waits of Grove City, head coaches that won tonight and joined us. Congratulations to all of the schools that won tonight in week number 3. Don't forget the Buckeyes, Western Michigan, 7:30 right here on The Fan tomorrow night. The Kevin Stefanski Show is up next. This has been Byers Dublin Subaru's High School Football Overtime on The Fan.
3 dudes who'll make you feel like the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah, we hornswoggled you good.
Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
This September, Diamonds Direct's ultimate offer is back. Stronger than ever. Diamonds Direct helps you get the perfect jewelry gift with 0% interest. That's right. Enjoy 5 years of 0% financing on any Diamonds Direct purchase. It's your chance to get her the perfect ring with 0 interest and comfortable monthly payments that fit your budget. But act fast. This offer ends September 30th. For details and more, visit diamondsdirect.com. Spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest on approved credit. Only at Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Use your own body's healing properties to revitalize your achy joints and get you real lasting pain relief? That sounds amazing. Hey, it's Bobby Carper. I'm talking about advanced regenerative medicine. And if you're tired of arthritic pain in your knees, hips, back, or shoulders, I've had it before. I've had it in my knee. I went and saw the professionals, the experts at QC Kinetics. They're the leaders in regenerative medicine. Guess what? There's no surgery, there's no drugs, there's no downtime. And my dad did it as well. The local medical professionals at QC Kinetics are experts in these amazing treatments. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in this exciting breakthrough using cellular therapies. They've got tens of thousands of satisfied patients just like me. So I'm back to running again. My dad is back to walking again. They've got locations conveniently located in Dublin and Gahanna. So go check them out by going to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
And what is it called?
A ceiling fan.
And where is it?
It's on the floor.
And why is that a problem?
Well, see, the person who named it probably should have called it a floor. No, that's not right. The guy on TV I saw put up a ceiling fan.
Are you a TV star, Paul?
No, I'm not.
Are you an electrician, Paul?
I am not.
You are?
I am a middle management accountant, and I shouldn't be putting up ceiling fans.
You should.
Call the pros who knows.
Apex Pros.
The pros who knows know electrical work, too. Hi, it's Alex from Apex Pros. And if you liked us for plumbing, cooling, and heating, you're gonna love our pro electricians.
Apex Pros are on the way.
Much easier, isn't it?
I'm glad we sorted this out.
Me too.
Columbus loves the pros who knows. Schedule with one click at apexpros.com.
August may seem like the end of summer. It also means the beginning of a lot of things, like back to school, festivals, football. At Buckeye Lake Marina, it means the August savings days are upon us. Get huge discounts on all of the new and used boats that they didn't sell. Every pontoon, tri-toon, sport boats, even fishing boats are ready for you. Save thousands on demo models that have been used all summer to show off amazing features. Some have never even been in the water. Take advantage of the August savings days at Buckeye Lake Marina. Their summer hours continue through the entire month of August. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for details.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available.